Hello and welcome to Vietnam Today from Nhân Television. I'm Hình and here come the headlines for this hour. Vietnam eyes stronger partnership with Canada in renewable energy development. Vietnamese carriers launch direct flight to Melbourne. Now volunteer group changed color of polluted canals in Bình Dương. Now permanent representative of Vietnam to the United Nations, Ambassador Đặng Hoàng Giang said Vietnam wants to set up cooperation with Canada in various spheres as he received Canadian Ambassador for Climate Change Catherine Stewart in New York.
Ambassador Đặng Hoàng Giang thanked for the support of Canada that established the Just Energy Transition Partnership and said that Vietnam wants to step up cooperation with Canada in terms of finance, investment, technical assistance, and experience sharing, especially in renewable energy development. He expressed his joy at the effective and comprehensive cooperation between the two nations on the occasion of the 50th founding anniversary of diplomatic ties and reaffirmed Vietnam's commitment to cutting emissions to net zero by 2050. Stewart hailed the Vietnamese government's efforts in coping with climate change and promoting energy transition in recent times. She said Canada is keen on promoting a global carbon pricing initiative and hopes that Vietnam considers participating in the initiative.
Now, two Vietnamese researchers have been bestowed with a scientific cooperation award in recognition of their contributions to cooperation projects with France. Trần Quang Hoa, a lecturer at the Huế University of Education, and Hoàng Thị Giang from the Vietnam Agricultural Genetics Institute were honored by the French Academy of Science and the French Ministry of Higher Education and Research. Hoa's joint project with Professor Marc Chardin from France Institute for Scientific Research refers to studies of theoretical mathematics, while the joint project of Giang and Professor Stéphane Journick of the French Institute for Development Research focuses on finding genes and genetic characteristics of high-quality rice varieties, which are adaptive to climate change. Now, national flag carrier Vietnam Airlines on June the 15th officially launched a direct flight between Hanoi and Melbourne of Australia, with 2 round-trip flights per week on Thursday and Sundays.
The first flight departed from Hanoi in the early morning and arrived in Melbourne in the afternoon. After 9 hours, the plane then returned from the second biggest city of Australia at 3 p.m. Melbourne time and will land in the capital of Vietnam at 9:35 p.m. Hanoi time the same day. Deputy Ambassador of Vietnam to Australia Trần Lê Phương expressed his delight at the opening of the direct air route, considering it a significant event in 2023 when the two countries are celebrating the 50th founding anniversary of diplomatic ties.
Coming up next, Bình Dương Xanh Group changed color of polluted canals. And Hanoi named world's top solo travel destination. Now, over the past 3 months, the journey of changing color of polluted canal water in Bình Dương province of Bình Dương Xanh Group has spread the awareness of environmental protection to many people.
Under the extreme summer heat, despite the strong smell of garbage coming from the polluted canal, the Bình Dương Xanh volunteers are still working hard to pick up trash and clean the canal. Garbage is also sorted right on the water before being brought ashore. I have to be responsible, protect and preserve the environment. When I see dead canals, I want to work on cleaning the canals, contributing a small part of my energy to improve the environment. The group Bình Dương Xanh originally had only 2 members, but the meaningful deeds have been multiplied every day. Up to now, the group has nearly 100 members. Most of them are workers from the other provinces coming to Bình Dương to work. 4 days a week, they clean the canals from 1:30 in the afternoon to the evening. After many hours of waiting in the mud, dozens of bags of garbage in the canal bed were collected, making the canal water surface cleaner and greener. Seeing such transformation, the volunteers have more motivation to clean up many more canals.
Now, Hanoi has been ranked first in the list of top trending destinations for solo travelers throughout Asia, as compiled by adventure tour operator Explore Worldwide.
Explore Worldwide has determined the places that are seeing the biggest uplift in solo travel online searches. Hanoi saw a 946% rise in year-on-year solo travel searches, followed by Bangkok and Taipei. Seoul came fourth on the list, followed by Phnom Penh. Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam's southern metropolis, ranked sixth with a solo travel search increase of 480%. Hanoi received 1.5 million foreign tourists last year. Just more than a quarter of 2019. The capital plans to attract 3 million foreign tourists this year.
Now, according to tour operators, overseas tours have become more popular in Vietnam due to sensible airfares and interesting promotional programs. Viet Travel said most bookings at their business are for foreign destinations such as Southeast Asia, South Korea, Japan, and Europe. Local high-income earners prefer trips to Europe, the US, or Australia, and many are willing to pay more for upgrades such as flying business class and staying in 5-star accommodation. While domestic tourism recorded impressive growth last year, overseas trips now hold the largest shares. Now, and that's wrap up today's bulletin. Thanks for your watching and see you.